of my personal challenge of doing 30 days of live. So if you're joining me live, welcome. If you're catching the recording, that's just great. I got a real treat for you today. In the old days, I'm going to tell you a little story. In the old days, I used to, when I needed to get clips of videos or do video editing, I used to have to do so much work. It was so time consuming. First of all, I would sit there and I would do my best to remember the whole script. I would come up with this great script and then I would have to remember it, but inevitably I would forget partway through, so I'd have to take a new step to it, and then I would splice it together in video editing afterwards. And it was a ton of work. And then finally, after hours and hours, and they would say that if you wanted like 1 hour of good video, you could plan on spending at least like 5 hours to produce it because of how many times you have to go back and forth and make sure you got the best thing. And then I would finally get this piece that would be a good video. And if I wanted to take little snippets for like, say, a YouTube short, I would have to open up the whole video and then go and say, okay, delete this bit, save, and then do undo to get back to the original, and then pick another bit and cut away the extra stuff. And then I would take that one bit and I'd have a couple little splices. So I'm telling you the story just to put in context. So yesterday I shared with you Descript. And this tool is unbelievably amazing. All that work that I talked about before is just so minimized. And here's one example. For example, in those old days that I talked to you about, I would come up with that script and I'd usually like tape it to a tripod or a lighting stand right next to or under my camera. And I would do my best to keep eye contact like I am with you right now. But inevitably I'd have to like sneak a little glance. Well, with the Descript, you can just have your script off to the side and you can position your head so that you're facing the camera and then just look like I'm looking now. You can see my eyes and you can just read the whole script, and with one click of one button, it will use AI to reposition your eyes so you keep eye contact. It's a beautiful tool. And then as far as all that editing goes, it's so much simpler. And in addition to making the editing so quick, you also have an automatic transcript created, and then you can turn that transcript into captions super easily. So I just wanted to touch base on Descript again one more time. But really, what I was intending to share with you today is another super powerful tool called Opus Clip. Now, Opus Clip, it so streamlines what I was talking about before of making those little shorts. Instead of having to trim away the end and trim away the beginning and take one bit and then copy it and then undo, and then take another, I can just simply drop a link in here. I can upload a file if I want, but I can just drop my YouTube link or a LinkedIn link, anywhere where you have a video, Facebook. You can just drop it here and just say get clips in one click, and it will use AI to come through and pick out what it thinks as the most viral potential little short clips that you can use in say something like YouTube Shorts or LinkedIn or Facebook Reels. And so here we go. This is an example of a song that I created this past weekend using AI, using ChatGPT to come up with some lyrics. And then, you really don't want to ever just take the things that are given to you right away. I had to edit it. I had to go back and say, okay, now do the chorus as Bono from U2 or John Lennon. And so it gave me a much better chorus. And then I still had to change a few words. And I go back to the chat GPT and say, okay, now instead of this, what else rhymes with noise or whatever the word was? And I got a different little phrase. And then I put all those lyrics together into another software program that I'll share with you maybe in one of the future days coming up here soon. And it created a song that was just so amazing. I had to try a few different versions again to get, something that I really liked. And so I created this song and I was delighted. And so a little bit later that weekend, I said, well, I want to share this with people on YouTube. So I have to get some visuals with it. And so I just gathered some of my B-roll, some of my, well, not photos, but my video that I've shot in and around where I live in Monterey, California. And I made my first music video. I mean, I grew up loving MTV. I mean, my family couldn't afford it, but my next door neighbor had MTV, and so we'd go over there every day, and I loved, growing up on all the MTV songs. And I can't believe that, in this past weekend, I made my own music video, and it's just a lot of fun. And I actually really like to listen to the song, and I listen to it again and again. So I came to this Opus Clip, and I put that link in, and it came up with these options, and it gave me these scores of what it thinks it will really do. And so I encourage you to go to my YouTube Shorts or my Facebook Reels to catch this little clip and see this is what it did. I didn't have to comb through all the video. It just got one little snippet that gives people a taste, and that's what you want to do. So I just wanted to share with that. We recapped Descript, fantastic video editing tool. Highly recommend that you find some excuse to play with it. With all of these AI tools, find some excuse to actually get into the trenches and do something. That is going to be the thing that really makes you understand its potential and whether it's a right fit for you. And then try out this Opus Clip. See if it works for you. If you have any video, just plop it in and see what it gives you, and see if you can get real or YouTube short material in no time at all. All right, this is Jim signing off for today. We're going to do these at a regular time, so pretty soon we'll come up with a scheduled time so you can join me each day and learn about another AI fantastic tool. All right, see you next time. Bye for now.